You guys must do it too, Charlie. Black Stars.
This Black Stars match tomorrow.
Charlie, you have to give me Bobo somewhere along
the line. It's a Bobolic morning.
Charlie. But happy birthday to Yao Sechi.
Hey, Yao Sechi.
But which one? Yao Sechi.
Basketball Yao Sechi.
Yao Sechi, we mentioned it 5 times. Problem come. CEO of Right Multimedia. And the one man doing a lot to promote basketball in the country.
You know something?
It's a
George, you know something?
Yeah, tell me.
We have wished happy birthday. We haven't been invited for one party.
Yao Sechi, we are with you.
At least Yao Sechi, organize a basketball match and do item 13. It's also your birthday, Naneki Ajimine. You work at PwC Accra. Happy birthday to you. This is from your sister, Mrs. Amwa Bing in
Mr. Yao Sechi, you are too much guy.
Organize a basketball match.
You are just a too much guy.
You, three aside. Or what do they call that thing? 3-point shooter competition.
That's what they play. Say and1 basketball and 1.
All right, then time now for the Joy Sports Center. We head into it right now. It is brought to you by MTN 4G Plus for fastest.
Right here, right now. You take that in line. Anyway, it's okay.
No, it's Baba.
Here.
Right here, right now.
Right here, right now is for Darryl. Anyway, let's go.
MTN 4G Plus for fastest connectivity and highest internet speed. Choose MTN Turbo Net. Standard Chartered Bank here for good multi-TV just thrills. MTN Momo is 10 years, and in the spirit of the celebration, it's raining exciting bonuses and so much more. This month of June, enjoy a whopping 200% bonus on every MTN Momo recharge from your own wallet. Bonus is valid for 7 days. Just dial *170# to access your Momo menu today. Just Momo it and be part of the celebration. We day for you everywhere you go. So when you woke up this morning, you probably had no plans of feeling special. But the Standard Chartered Infinite card in your wallet always thinks otherwise. Because wherever you go, trust me, you will get pampered. You're traveling? Guess what? A free travel insurance cover of up to $2.5 million is sitting pretty, waiting for you. As if that's not enough, you get a free pass to over 1,000 VIP lounges in airports the world over. This is just a few of the many amazing privileges that Standard Chartered Visa Infinite Debit or Credit Card brings you. Isn't it time for an upgrade? Call toll free on 0800 740 100 or visit sc.com/gh for yours today. Standard Chartered,
here for good and here for the sport. At the Nations Cup, Kenya showed character and resilience to twice come from behind to beat and eliminate regional rivals Tanzania with a 3-2 victory, and Brazil are through to the semi-final of the Copa America after penalty shootout victory over Paraguay. England advanced to the semi-finals of the FIFA Women's World Cup. But first, the Black Stars have an opportunity to revive their campaign in Egypt tomorrow when they face defending champions Cameroon in the second Group F clash in Ismaila. Head coach Kwesi Appiah would have to alter his starting lineup with winger Thomas Ejapon injured and won't be available for selection there. Also, there's a question mark on captain Andre Ayew, who sat out yesterday's training exercise. Joy Sports Tournament correspondent Benedict Owusu has more.
News coming from our camp is that, yesterday we told you that Andre Ayew couldn't train as well as Thomas Ejapon. He also couldn't train after various degrees of injuries they picked in the last game. Well, there's an update, and we are privileged to have with us the media officer of the team, that's Mr. Dankwiku Yeboah. Yesterday you told me how the two players couldn't train. We're all here, we witnessed everything. But what was the latest with them?
Yeah, the latest is that an MRI scan has been done. Unfortunately for Thomas Ejapon, he would not be available for selection round. But Dede Ayew, the medical team, is monitoring his situation, and they would advise the technical team as to whether he will be available for selection or not, based on how he responds to treatment.
It's a must win or a must not lose match for Ghana if they want to progress to the first knockout round. A draw will put the indomitable Lions through and join Nigeria, hosts Egypt and Algeria. How is head coach, Clarence Seedorf and his players preparing for this tough game? Here are views of some Cameroonian journalists.
I've got 3 lovely people from Cameroon, 2 ladies and a gentleman, just to briefly talk about what to expect on Saturday. Of course, so the first question is, who will win? And I know you say Cameroon.
Of course, Cameroon will win. We're reigning champions, and we didn't come here to leave the trophy here. We plan on taking it back to Yaoundé. Yeah, so Cameroon will win 2-1. Christian Bassogok will score, and the captain, Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting.
Well, I told you that she was going to say Cameroon will win, but of course, you can't begrudge her. I have Benin with me. You still will go with your sister that Cameroon will win, or you think that possibly maybe will be a draw or Ghana win?
I think she said something that you should not underestimate. Ghana played draw with Benin. That is not what they were expecting. So if they lose the match against Cameroon, it's going to be very dangerous. So there will be some amount of pressure on Ghana when they come against Cameroon on Saturday. But then Cameroon won their first match, so they have the morale to face Ghana in the second match. So it's going to be a difficult game.
Thank you very much. So my dear sister, what do you also say about Saturday's game? Something brief.
2-1.
Thank you very much. Cameroon winning 2-1. So
Benedict Owusu there with some Cameroonian journalists. Now, former FA Vice President and Chairman of the Black Stars Management Committee, George Afriyie, saw the Black Stars come through a difficult situation like this with an important win of Algeria at the 2015 tournament in Equatorial Guinea, and thinks the boys will stand up to the challenge.
2015 comes to mind when we lost our first game against Senegal, and we had to play against Algeria, who were then African number one. I mean, a lot was said about that match, how difficult it is. It's the same thing. We are playing against Cameroon, the defending champion. They have one of the best pair of hands in terms of goalkeeping. The bookmakers will always rate Cameroon ahead of us. But that's when you see Ghana springing out surprises. I mean, in games like this, yes, I know some of the key players in this team, this is what they want. They like to pick up the challenge and to throw it out there to push, to tell people that, yes, hey, we are from Ghana and this is a Ghana team. And so I'm not surprised. It's a difficult game. It's difficult to predict, but I'm hoping that Ghana could win.
So let's check in on yesterday's action at the Africa Cup of Nations. And here's the BBC's John Bennett, who watched all three games in Cairo.
The first true clash of African football heavyweights at this Cup of Nations was won by Algeria. Youssef Belaili blasted home the only goal of the game against Senegal from the edge of the box, but Senegal will feel they should have had a chance to equalise from the penalty spot. Sadio Mane was brought down in the box. The referee waved play on. Also in Group C, Kenya won a thrilling East African derby 3-2. Tanzania twice had the lead, but Michael Olunga scored his second goal of the night 10 minutes from time to give Kenya a crucial victory. Thursday's historic moment, though, came in Group B. Madagascar picking up their first ever Cup of Nations victory. A new national hero, Marco Eli Maharitra, with a right-footed curling free kick to win the day against Burundi. Madagascar on the verge of a place in the last 16.
Now on to today's edition of the Joy AFCON Minute with Baba Tando. Football together.
The AFCON Minute on Joy is brought to you by Total Excellium, the fuel that cleans your engine kilometer after kilometer, in association with GoTV on DSTV, your exclusive Total AFCON coverage destination. Malian striker Adam Maniani became the fifth player to be expelled from camp in the 2019 Total African Cup of Nations. The 26-year-old Belgian-based forward reportedly slapped his captain, Abdoulaye Diaby, and was immediately sent packing, leaving Mali to continue the tournament with 22 players. This comes after Burundian international Yamin Selemani, Haris Belkebla of Algeria, Amr Warda of Egypt, and Abdelaziz Hamdallah were all sacked from their respective camps for various levels of misconduct. Tweet at us at Joy Sports with the hashtag JoyAFCON. Salam.
Football together. All right, let's do a bit of boxing right now then. And look, Ghana's WBO Africa Super Bantamweight champion in Ghana, of course, Wasiru Muhammad, faces Japhet Loran of Tanzania for the newly introduced WBO global title at the Crossport Stadium. Also, IBF lightweight champion Richard Comey has something major to smile about ahead of his first title defense against Ray Beltran tomorrow night in the US. Joy Sports boxing specialist Nathaniel Atto explains.
Well, George, it's very simple. Richard Comey gets to keep his IBF lightweight title irrespective of what happens in tomorrow's fight. And this is the reason why. Ray Beltran weighed in at 136.8 pounds instead of the standard 135 pounds. By the rules, Ray Beltran will not be given the IBF title even if he should win tomorrow night's bout. As part of the punishment, Ray Beltran will surrender 20% of his fight purse 10% will go to the commission and 10% will go to Kome. So Kome gets to smile more to the bank. This is not the first time that he's lost on the scale ahead of a major fight. He came in half a pound heavy for what should have been a vacant title bout against Takahiro Ao in 2015. Now, he wound up failing a drug test after knocking Ao out in round 2, so it ultimately didn't matter. Now, Richard Kome comes in with a record of 28 wins and 2 losses, 25 of the wins coming by way of knockout, while Beltran comes in with a superior record of 36 wins and 8 losses and 1 draw, 22 of the wins coming by way of knockout. Here on the local scene, Ghana's Wasiru Muhammad goes into tomorrow's bout as the WBO Africa champion with an opportunity to win the WBO Global Super Bantamweight against Japhet Lauren of Tanzania.
Nathaniel Atto with that. And Daniel, before I go, let me just tell you about some quick news then in the Copa America. So we know Brazil are through to the semi-finals. Now's the turn of Argentina and Messi to see if they can qualify.
The way you said Argentina and Messi.
And yeah, they're together. The Argentina play against Venezuela, and we've got Colombia versus Chile. These games are coming up. Then in the Women's World Cup, England are through to the semi-final. We've got another quarter-final game. Today is France versus the USA. That's the game we're talking about. USA are 3-time champions. France are defending away. They are hosts. And the way they are playing, it looks like they're defending, playing at home.
Okay.
So this will be really tight because France knocked out Brazil early. That's why it's become a tight game. And in our Africa Cup of Nations lineup this afternoon or the whole day, we've got Tunisia versus Mali. That's commentary live here. And we've also got Morocco versus Ivory Coast. That's going to be at 5 p.m. And the final game is South Africa versus Namibia. That's it for the Joy Sports Centre.
Thank you very much, George, and have a super day yourself. We can't wait for today's AFCON games. It's 28 minutes past 7 here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. We say hi to our sponsors, and then you need to hear today's Stanbic Bank Money Tip. It's very, very essential for your financial future as we enter the second part of the year. After that, of course, we groove. Stay with us.